am I?
We had to rebuild you. Stronger, faster, tougher, lesbionic.
Jamie, you've got to disarm these terrorists. You're the nation's only hope.
No problem. That's what I was made for.
You're outnumbered and outgunned. What are you gonna do?
This. So before you decide to be a costume crime fighter, remember this. Sometimes being a superhero isn't so super. We're here!
The good old days of G4 TV, right folks? Olivia Munn, remember her? I'll talk about Miss Munn later on, but let's talk about Frost McCurrin, one of the new crop of G4 TV presenters. Yeah, G4 TV went offline, then it came back as a YouTube channel last year, and I'm here about to talk about it today because yesterday, a meltdown occurred from Miss McCurrin online. It was just all over the place. It is still trending right now. So I thought I'd throw in my 50 cents and say what I have to say about this because honestly, it was one of these things that you watch unfold before you and it was just like the worst piece of car crash TV I've ever seen. What a way to kick off 2022, right folks? So before I get on with today's reaction, you got to check this out. So on G4 TV's other channel, which is X-Play Live, at the moment it has 1,700 likes, but 6,000 downvotes. Oh, that dislike Chrome extension, we love it. So without further ado, let's just get on with this.
But I actually want to talk about something so much more important than Red Dead Online. Sexism in gaming. In joining G4...
This is not where I thought we were going, but I'm here.
I had no idea.
I'm listening. Yeah.
In joining G4, I was ecstatic to be part of something that I grew up watching as a child. But every time G4 is brought up in various channels, even in this YouTube channel, we have the chat in front of us. I can see you. Without a doubt, there will be backlash because I'm not as bangable as the previous hosts. It's somehow...
Talk to him! Oh. So she's talking about Jessica Chobot and especially Olivia Munn, whose quick clip I threw at the beginning of this video. And I think what's happened here is that people have gone into the chat, which they deleted, by the way, deleted all the trolls in the chat who triggered her off. This is obviously why she's having this beginning of a meltdown. And yeah, I've got to say this now as well. Back in the day of IGN, when IGN was pretty much a nothing outlet, and they brought on board Jessica Chobot and Naomi Kyle, who I had a really good interaction with online, by the way. She's awesome. Yeah, they're very pretty women. Or should I say, Curran has some weird takes coming up now, which I just thought, why would you say that? And look, she's insufferable. She is truly insufferable. My worst nightmare, being stuck in a room with 20 Currans. Can you imagine that? Neither can I. Let's carry on.
Frost! It has somehow been expected that you can talk about how much you jerked off to women as a compliment.
Yeah, let's just kind of get to that point straight away. Whenever I watch Naomi Kyle or Jessica Chobot, I never had those thoughts in my mind. I just thought, hot presenters, very funny, and I want to get my fix of the daily fix. So I'm not sure who's coming out into the open and saying they did that to presenters on TV. I'm pretty sure male presenters get the same kind of treatment from their fans, shall we say?
It's not a compliment.
It's weird.
It's dehumanizing and it's weird. Women do not exist.
Why is Adam Sessler in the corner clapping his hands like a seal? Oh, God, honestly.
To be nice on the eyes for you. Morgan Webb, Olivia Munn did not exist to be nice on the eyes for you.
I beg to differ. They did. They knew they were attractive. They knew they engaged in certain skits and sketches on the original G4 TV. They knew that, but they didn't actually parade around going, oh, look at me, I'm beautiful, I'm wonderful. Like, they were just naturally attractive, talented, very funny women, which this person here is clearly not. She is devoid of any sense of humor, just looks strange, just has a very angry personality. I mean, any minute now, I expect her to Hulk out in front of the TV. Ooh.
Hey, she cooking, y'all.
And that's just obvious sexism. You don't need to explicitly objectify women or declare that you hate women to be sexist. Just go ahead and check out Thorne's latest meltdown on Twitter for some spark notes. Now, here at XPlay, our reviews are written and produced by a team of people.
Yeah, interesting that, because you would think that a channel like this, they would actually write their own reviews, but they need a team to write reviews for them. Now, if I go to people like Angry Joe and Dreamcast Guy, independent YouTube content creators who've been doing this for a long, long time, and they get to review more than one game at a time. But what Corinne here is saying is, well, there's a big team here, and they have to write scripts for all of us, but this gets better, folks.
There are too many games for one person to shoulder the burden. So we divide and conquer.
Boo-hoo.
And when we use language like we or I, that's the reviewer. That's coming from the mouth and experience of the reviewer reading that review. And that's not to say that Gerard, TBH, Adam, or myself don't contribute to the review.
Looks lost.
We absolutely do. But it'll always be in varying degrees and take a whole team behind us. That's why we're...
Yeah, Dreamcast Guy, Angry Joe don't have a whole team behind them. They're just the regular dudes who do their own reviews.
XPlay and not Adam Play. We have done the experiment and controlled for the variables. Adam will read a script written by the same writer that I will read the other half of the script for, but I'll be the one flamed. And yeah, it also happens to Gerard and TBA.
Yeah, funny thing is, I've watched G4 TV when it came back, and whenever Corinne turned up on the screen, I literally cringed through her reviews because it's her delivery, it's her style, it's her non-personality that just really grates on my nerves. You know when you see somebody who's trying hard to be endearing to you and you just don't have that love back for them? That's what she is. Oh.
But that doesn't discount the sexism of how it happens to me when it does. Both things can be true, that there is a general hatred of any change that isn't Adam, and that I'll receive special flame just for being a woman. And I wish I could turn the camera around so that you could see the incredible team that make XPlay. Half of our producers and writers are women. Emily, Abby, Megan, Joe, Jake, Zipper, Gabby. It goes on and on and on. Former writers that are
just
now
like
on ATOS like Vanessa. When you're in our DMs or on those YouTube comments or in Twitch chat right now, those reactionary threads thinking that I'm somehow ruining your current XPlay experience because you can't objectify me how you previously did to Morgan, or that I'm somehow less qualified to speak on something, but you can't quite put your finger on why, even though I'm reading the exact same script as Adam, but you have no problem with he's part of it. You're letting your unconscious biases.
Yeah, it sounds to me like she's jealous of the previous presenters, even though she's not actually saying, I hate Morgan Webb, I hate Jessica Chobot, I hate Olivia Munn. It's just like it's really weird where this is coming from. It's odd. Again, people have triggered her off in the live chat, and there's no receipts to show what people actually said. G4 TV 2022, folks, it is not a pretty thing, but the best is yet to come.
Ruin my day and you're gatekeeping the gaming space. So maybe for 2022, we'd be a bit nicer, a bit more self-reflective.
Gatekeeping, you're the one sat on the sofa talking about video games, love. What are you on about? Or she claims to know video games without a written script in front of her.
And we enjoy the fact that people are working hard to make free content for you. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace.
Hey.
Why does everybody end their videos with peace? It is such a cliche. You know what that last remark reminds me of about, well, if you don't like our free content, you don't have to watch it. Battlefield 5. Remember that when that came out? And yeah, Patrick Soderlund at EA, he said, if you don't like our game, don't buy it. And guess what? No one did. It was one of the worst selling Battlefield games. And obviously that game, Battlefield 5, that trailer was awful. You had this super female soldier with a prosthetic arm just gunning down dudes. And again, I have no doubt women fought in World War I and World War II. But how many of them had prosthetic limbs and were able to kick the asses of the other enemy combatants in the field? I'm pretty sure that wasn't the case. It just breaks my heart to see Adam Sessler doing this, because if you ever watched his channel Rev3 Games, which is still a YouTube channel online, he's a far different person to what he is now. And oh my God, you know what? Message taken, because I've unsubscribed from G4 TV. I know it's not going to make a lot of difference, but honestly, this whole diatribe of verbal diarrhea at people who are watching. I mean, if you read even some of the comments here as well, which I thought was interesting, Steven Salas said, I feel like I just got lectured for something I didn't even realize happened. Like a couple of kids effed up and pissed off the teacher. Saw we all lose recess. La 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 la. Seems like someone is upset they aren't as popular or well received as old G4 hosts. I loved Kevin, Morgan, Adam and Olivia. They were fantastic together, that's true. Yes, the women were gorgeous, but they were also funny. Very, very true. Personality was front and center. This just felt like we were supposed to apologize for the haters. Absolutely true. You're on a platform where everyone can watch you. You will get people talking shit. It's what it is, but to try to flame everyone and make them feel bad is just too much. Ironically, the if you don't like it, don't watch it line at the end is exactly what they should have done with the hate mail. If you don't like the comments, don't read the comments. It's a bummer to see G4 is more focused on SJW stuff than game reviews. That's very true. We were here for games, laughs and the occasional risky jokes. Otherwise, chill the F out. How true? That's going to get a like from me. What a horrible thumbnail. So here's the G4 TV channel. And if we go to their videos, what do you see? Old video game reviews that have recently been uploaded. Death Stranding. It was just uploaded 23 hours ago. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. This game was released in 2019, but they've done a retrospective review 1 day ago. Ghost of Tsushima, Resident Evil, all these games, and Adam Sessler said yesterday they're actually doing retro reviews because of their couth. That's the reason why they couldn't do it. And if for a smaller YouTuber like me, if I was to do a retro video game review, I'd probably get about 6 or 7 views on it, and that's it. But for a channel which has got nearly 500,000 subscribers already, no problem for them to put out old content like this. Do you know what I mean? It's easy for them to do that. So, and G4 TV, it used to be so good. It was irreverent. It was funny. It was more aimed at the adults than it was for the younger audience, although the younger audience did chime in as well. And again, I got to say, Jessica Chobot and Naomi Kyle, when I watched those ladies, and Emily Booth as well, a UK presenter for a games channel and a horror channel as well. She was awesome. And these women know they're attractive. They've got a certain je ne sais quoi about them, but they were hired for a specific reason. You know, it's such a shame that G4 TV has come down to this now. When I watch their channel, when I care to watch it, you can kind of see all the agendas going on in the background and right up in your face. It's just pretty awful. So I thought I'd just showcase this reaction today, folks. It was very cringy to work on. Karen, she's got her issues, that's fine, whatever. But to say it publicly in such a public forum, I'll be curious to see what would happen. If I was the boss of G4 TV, I'll just say, you know what, love, thanks for your time, but you're not really the kind of personality we're seeking here. Such a shame. I did enjoy their beach videos last year, but honestly, if I watch them again now, I'll probably start cringing in horror because, yeah, Karen was in quite a few of those. And again, she's not endearing. She's not funny. She's a very, very hard-bitten coal. She's kind of like the other version of Rosamund Pike that we saw in The Wheel of Time, if you know what I mean. So if you enjoyed this video today, folks, don't forget to give it a like, slap that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next video.
And controlled for the variable. Adam will read a script written by the same writer that I will read the...
Like and subscribe or get your nuts Krogan crushed.